Hey guys, I'm back. So I went with Thursdays for business day. I don't know why. I just picked a day. Seemed like a good day. Why not Thursday? All right. So, since this is my first business, segment, I figured I would go with starting a business. When you start a business, you want to choose a structure. Picking a structure is going to affect a lot about your business. It's going to influence how you do your day-to-day operations. It's going to influence how you file taxes, whether or not you can get funding from banks and from investors. It's going to affect whether or not your personal assets are at risk. Sorry, I had a momentary freeze. But yeah, it's going to affect whether or not your personal assets are at risk. So choosing a business structure is definitely important. It's also going to be depending on like converting from one business structure to another. If you feel like you should have did a different one, can be tricky. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you do your research before you pick one, and it would definitely be beneficial to consult with a business attorney or a business consultant before you make that option. Now, most common structures for small businesses are going to be either a sole proprietorship or an LLC. Sole proprietorships are super easy to form and they give you complete control over your business. With a sole proprietorship, your business is not a separate entity. This means that you could be held personally liable for any debts that your business may face. Also, with the sole proprietorship, banks tend to not lend to them. They're really high risk as far as like getting loans, and you will not get a separate EIN number. You get one EIN number for your business in a lifetime. So this means if you wanted to start more than one business, and they're all sole proprietorships, they would all go under that EIN number. Which also means that if one of your businesses were to be sued or to go into debt, the other businesses could be held liable for that debt. And therefore they could actually, the government could take money from one to pay off the debt of another. With LLCs, they give you a lot more protection. But with LLCs though, so they do give you the extra protection. So in the event that like your business were to be sued or were to face bankruptcy, they could not put like a lien on your house. They couldn't repo your car. They couldn't put a freeze on your bank accounts. So your personal assets are going to be saved from any debt that your business may face with an LLC. With an LLC, each LLC would need to have its own EIN number. So again, that means one business will be safe from having to cover the debts of another business. So again, you do get that added protection with an LLC. Now with an LLC, in the event that you wanted to change leadership, it could be extremely tricky. In some states, you actually would have to dissolve that original LLC if you were wanting to bring on an additional member, or if like let's say you start the LLC with a partner and you no longer wanted that person, or that person was no longer interested in being the leader, some states would actually require that you dissolve that LLC and start a whole new one. Also with LLCs, you do have to file with the state, and most states actually require you to pay annually to keep that LLC. If you ever were to lose that LLC, you wouldn't be able to practice that business anymore until you got it reinstated. Also, LLCs must pay self-employment taxes. So that means you're going to be paying into Medicare, you're going to be paying into Social Security, things like that. So depending on the type of business that you're trying to start up, you're going to want to, like I said, do your research. There are other kinds of structures as well. There are partnership structures. Under the partnerships, though, those can be broken down into limited partnership and limited liability partnerships. There are corporations, and there are multiple corporations that fall under that. You can be an S Corp, a B Corp, a C Corp. And then, of course, you have like your nonprofits. So there are lots of different structures. You're definitely going to want to, and they're all going to vary. And then even depending on what you want and what you need in a business, it's not going to be the same. There could be two people starting the exact same business, and one of them may want to start a sole proprietorship, and the other one may need to start LLC, depending on the direction they're heading in, or like what they're going to need, if they're going to need funding or anything like that. So like I said, you're definitely going to want to do a lot of research, consult a business attorney, consult a business consultant before you choose your structure, because like I said, converting from one to another can be difficult. And so if you start with one and you're like, I need a loan, and you're like, I can't get one, no one will give me a loan, what do I do? And if you've already started your business, you may actually have to dissolve the one that you started and start all over again just to, get that funding. So you're going to want to make sure that, like I said, you do your research. If you click the link in the description, the one that goes to my website, I have listed out more information on sole proprietorships, on LLCs, and including I listed more information on those corporations, on partnerships, on nonprofits, lots of different structures. That way you can do a little bit more reading before you have to make a decision. And you know what oh no, because not everyone's in Charlotte. I'll see if I can do like some research on like some business consultants that maybe you can consult with and see. Or if you guys want to ask me any more questions, feel free to leave me a comment or send me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And then, like I said, stay tuned because I'll be giving you guys more business tips, more business information, more tricks that you can use on your business. And then plus, keep the lookout again for my business tour that's going on in October, where it won't just be me. I am going on tour to discuss my 30 ways to grow your business, but I'll be accompanied by other business professionals who also can, answer lots of questions for you guys. And hopefully we can help you all out and grow your business to be the best that it can be. All right, so thanks for tuning in. Again, keep an eye out every Thursday. I'll try to have the video posted by 8 a.m. With as much business information as I can give you guys. If you guys have any questions or any business topics that you want me to go over, leave me a comment, send me a message, and I will do my due diligence to get that information to you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye.